fighting games are underrated. Many people think that the most important aspects of fighting games are supposed to be the combat and the mechanics. And while I think that is true, I think there needs to be some importance in the design and the world building as well. I don't have a really big experience with fighting games. I mostly just played the Tekken series and the Soul Calibur series, but even then, I think my opinion on this fighting game in particular is worth sharing, which is Soul Calibur 3. Soul Calibur 3 is a beautiful fighting game, like it's the most gorgeous, one of the most gorgeous, aesthetically pleasing PS2 games ever. Like even comparing it to something like, I don't know, Final Fantasy or Kingdom Hearts, I still think that Soul Calibur 3 can beat them just for the whole design and atmosphere of the game. The game has gorgeous music and the menu, the characters, the map in each character's campaign. It's just great world building. And there is a lot of interactivity too. Like in the game, every time you reach the end of a character's campaign, the ending cutscenes are decided by you with quick time events. It was unique, like it was one of the only games that actually gave you the ability to choose an alternative ending at the very end. I don't know, it just was creative, and the main campaigns in Soul Calibur are one of the most interesting campaigns in a fighting game, because the campaign is based on a map where you have to choose where you have to go next. It was really fun because there were many choices you could take and many places you could go and many enemies you could meet, from playable characters to straight up character creation characters. And you could prolong the campaign as much as possible by making different choices that avoided you going to the sanctuary, because the sanctuary would be like the last stage before the final boss. Oh my god, the sanctuary is one of the most beautiful fighting game stages ever. And that's saying a lot because Soul Calibur 3 has a lot of beautiful, wonderful stages. But I don't know, there is something in the sanctuary level that just makes your thing magnificent and epic looking. And the whole scene with Siegfried and Nightmare fight before you actually face one or the other, it was just so badass. And for the characters, this game has just a plentiful of awesome characters. Like, one is more creative than the other. Even though I loved Cassandra, like she was my personal favorite along with Tira, I have to say I have another favorite in Soul Calibur, which does appear in Soul Calibur 3, but only as an extra character, and that is Amy. And yeah, most of the characters of Soul Calibur actually are not really nice, like outside of Sophitia, Seongmina, Shanhua, Kilik, and some others, like most of the characters are morally grey, to say the least. And that is the case in Tekken 2, but between Tekken and Soul Calibur, for characters, I have to give a pro for Soul Calibur, because while I love the characters in Tekken, I don't really think many of them are as interesting as the ones in Soul Calibur. And for Soul Calibur's music, I can't stress this enough. Soul Calibur 3 has one of the most majestic video game soundtracks ever. One of the other things I like also about Soul Calibur 3 is this other main campaign that is about your own character that you can create in the game, which by the way, the game has an incredible character creation for its time. But anyway, this campaign was basically a tactical JRPG campaign. You were on a map with other characters you created or other characters from the storyline that you could use to make your way in the battle. I generally liked the story into this extra campaign, and even though it was supposed to be an optional mini game in the old Soul Calibur 3 game, I fell in love with it. The fact that this game could have so much single player content for you to spend times on, it was great. But yeah, this is what I think about one of my most beloved fighting games. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you want, you can share your opinions in the comments down below. Thank you for watching and have a great day.